Meanwhile, the upcoming visit to the country of U.S. President Barack Obama is seen to further boost the security alliance of the Philippines and the United States. President Obama will be in the country for 2 days, beginning April 28 as part of his Asian tour. Let's hear the details from this report.
The security alliance of the Philippines and the United States has been steady, solid, and strong since 1946. An alliance boosted with the signing of the Mutual Defense Treaty in 1954. For some time, doubts were raised by pundits. The alliance has lost steam with the departure of U.S. forces when the Senate voted for the termination of the bases agreement in the early 90s. The signing of the Visiting Forces Agreement in 1999 restored confidence in the enduring partnership of both countries. The visit of U.S. President Barack Obama next week will open a new page for the alliance with the possible signing of the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement. It comes with a recent declaration of President Obama's pivot policy to Asia, the overall U.S. defense strategy in the Asia-Pacific.
So I think in this stage of the presidency of Obama, this is what you would call a reassertion of the primacy of American foreign policy, and that primacy has found a common partner in the Philippines, and I think we should consider that as an important development.
No,
well, I hope people understand that this will always be a two-way thing, meaning it's not only the Philippines that should benefit from this, but also the United States, because precisely the only way for this thing to work is that both parties' interests, in particular for the Philippines, despite some warnings that this is a provocative act on our part against China, no. On the other hand, this should be construed by any nation, not just China, but by any nation as an act of a sovereign country. And that is the Philippines. Since we are a sovereign country, any act that is in keeping with our foreign policy should be construed as such, and not as an act of provocation or any act which is untoward for our neighbors.
Obama's visit is an assurance of American support for the Philippines, especially with the recent incursions of China within its territorial waters in the West Philippine Sea. Magdalo Party List Congressman Ashley Acidillo, a former AFP officer and security expert, says the agreement enhances America's security blanket for the country.
Fortunately for the Philippines, there is still a country like the United States which has reasserted and taken the lead in regional stability, because China, in this case, rather than promote stability in this part of the world, has done nothing but to trigger alarms with its North Asian and especially its Southeast Asian neighbors.
Acidillo said the agreement rules out a permanent basing agreement since foreign troops are banned on Philippine soil by the Constitution. It could increase the tempo of joint military exercises of the AFP and U.S. forces dubbed as Balitaan. There will be more port calls of U.S. naval ships. Acidillo said the development of AFP camps where U.S. forces may stay when in the Philippines for exercises could be part of the deal. Enhanced U.S. support for disaster and humanitarian operations are also in the agreement.
There is an actual guarantee of joint development, infrastructure, systems that can be put in place with the help of the American military, while they are also trying to make ready our camps and bases for their increased presence. Two reasons why I don't believe it will be permanent basing. One is that there is no treaty that covers it. Therefore, the U.S., I'm sure, understands that to do so on a permanent basis will be illegal. Second, it contravenes the current trend for American military presence worldwide, which is that they have cut down on foreign basing. They have even closed bases within the continental United States, so it doesn't make sense that their Congress will authorize money to ensure that they have permanent basing elsewhere.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.